Welcome to the NFL Draft.
Oh, set. Six. Hut, hut. Ready, go!
Some turmoil threatens their roster in the early season. A challenge has been made for a top spot on the depth chart. Competition breeds success, but coaches will decide how far the competition goes. The players on your team earn some XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each. Some players' development traits are hidden. To unlock their potential, get them playing time, and here are a player's motivations. How This is the Abilities tab. Here you can see
Coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the foghorn to signal it's time for football. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's our visitors and the New England Patriots. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His team making the long flight. Always difficult to play the 1 o'clock Eastern game when a West Coast team feels like it's 10 a.m. on their body clock. His counterpart, Mike Vrabel, 6 years the head man in Tennessee, now in year 1 as the head coach of the Patriots. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. And off we go from Foxborough. And he is stopped with that for 25. The drive will begin there. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
Nick's going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nick. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here comes 3rd and 6. Looking out of the gun, it's Nick. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
2nd and 11. To throw is Nix. That's into the hands of Worthy. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
on 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. And he will have a Patriots first down. It was 3rd and 5, and they picked up 7.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Shamrocks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue. Because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They're led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2025 draft out of the U, out of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
Well, here it is. This is the moment, Mike, that he has been working towards ever since hearing his name called on draft night. He's put in the work. He's gotten the reps with the first team. He's had some ups and downs through training camp in the preseason. But it's clear, this organization has all the confidence in the world for this young quarterback to go out as the Week 1 starter. And frankly, the hope is he's the franchise quarterback for years to come.
fake the handoff. Now Ward. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Ward. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. Finding space at the 15. And he's into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, San Diego. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking
The
about.
kick is good. Makes the score Shamrocks 7, Patriots 0.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Patriots making their way back out. Number of uniforms through the years. At the Patriot days, for those who are old enough to remember. Now, this is their NFL rivalry-inspired combo. They call this Nor'easter. You gotta look real close, but there are 6 stars around the neckline. That is in reference to the 6 states of New England: Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and, of course, Massachusetts. Oh, it's also the 6 Super Bowl titles the Patriots have won. They'll run on first down with Taylor. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, New England.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Throwing. Nix. This one intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Shamrocks. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Shamrocks move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Nix. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's got room past the 35. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. So they'll have to pick it up on 3rd down. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stop him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But This defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Davis to return it. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Shamrocks offense ready for this next possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. Play fake. Now Ward to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up
Ward now on 3rd down. He gets this complete to Shakir. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
That pass play good for 22. That's enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Shamrock.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
Although he Gilman on the coverage.
To throw on 2nd down is Wolf. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10.
Yards. That's good for a San Diego first down.
Off play action, it's Ward. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one.
It's 2nd down.
And it'll be 2nd down. Ward to throw again. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
San Diego first down. It's a gain of 10. And the San Diego first down.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
Diego first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Gibbs, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Patriots' 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, Ward. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Ward. And he'll take it on in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, San Diego.
San Diego.
Extra point try by Bass. The kick is good. And the Shamrocks looking terrific here out of the gate. Already up 21-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Patriots offense ready to take over once more. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. He of scrimmage, too.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
That's out quickly into the hands of Thielen. It is 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and
Back to throw is Nix. Flushed to his left. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Shamrocks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Greg, you take a step back and look at the AFC West big picture. This is historic stuff. Chiefs are going for a 10th straight division title, but you have to remember, 2 other teams in this division won double-digit games last year. So the question is, are the Chargers and the Broncos that far behind Kansas City?
Well, it sounds crazy. When you mentioned 9 in a row, you think, oh, they're just going to continue to run away with it. But I'm actually fascinated by this division. I think L.A. and Denver are a lot closer to this year's version of Kansas City. Maybe then there's a lot of talk about around the rest of the league. So until someone beats them, you'd be crazy to not pick Kansas City. But last year it was a 4-game and a 5-game spread between them. I think this year, come down the stretch, that spread is going to be a lot tighter.
No, Greg, I'm thinking if I'm a fan or even in the front office for the Chargers, for the Broncos, or the Raiders, do I build my team to try to knock off the king of the hill? Because you only play Kansas City 2 of those 17 games. So how do you factor that into your construction?
Yeah, I think it's such a great point. It's really fascinating to dive into. And while I wouldn't necessarily build my roster to just beat Kansas City or to just beat whoever you view as the top team in the division, you do want to find some commonality.
And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. On second down, here's Ward. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Ward. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Ward. That is caught. What a throw. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Shamrocks. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Patriots nothing. Jack Fox.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. Oh, he'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense running back Jonathan Taylor set to take over once more. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. The 5 straight division titles, it's hard to see who can knock them off that perch right now.
Yeah, I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly in a rebuild. New quarterbacks, new coaching staff, trying to kind of get themselves out of the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready to compete necessarily with Buffalo directly, but Miami is a playoff caliber roster, a playoff caliber team. They've showed it in years past. So if anybody's ready to compete, I think it's Miami. I just don't know, Mike, if they are ready top to bottom over the length of the season to get enough wins to keep pace with a team as good as Buffalo.
And 2 new coaches at the bottom of the standings last year, the Jets and the Patriots. And, Greg, both guys who played for a long time in the league and bring a certain amount of toughness to the top of the organization.
Absolutely, and it was very clear exactly what New York and New England were looking for. They wanted culture setters, right? It wasn't about getting the fancy play caller. It wasn't about the X's and O's. They needed to establish an identity and a culture of excellence and of winning. So, no question, Mike, there was a very clear mission, a clear path to landing on Vrabel and Aaron Glenn, and they think they have their guy for the long term.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
In motion comes Thomas. That's quickly to Frymuth on the RPO. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 yards.
Looking out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Xavier Worthy. 10 yards on the pickup. It's
on 2nd down, it's Nix. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. And it's an incompletion.
Prior Muir. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
They'll go with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard.
Nix now on 1st and 10. They'll look to set up the screen here. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
That's another Patriots.
Taylor trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd
now.
Down.
A 2nd down throw for Nix. To the goal line and in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Patriots. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Pats are able to cut into the... So it's a win for our visitors. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise in the preseason, the regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Prime Time showdown between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. In charge of the Cardinals, that is head coach Jonathan Gannon. His side should be coming in with some fresh legs after their bye last week. Across the field, that's head coach of the Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you in the booth today. It's going to be Daniel Carlson who gets us started. And we're off in Arlington. Returning in from the 16. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. They're brought out by the fifth-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Defended by Kenny Moore.
Once again here, 2nd and 10. Complete to DK Metcalf. And we'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 47.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. It's a screen play to Jency. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
An 11-yard pickup leads to 3rd and 6.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. He's got it complete to Reed. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First down throw. Lawrence finds him over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
That's another Cowboys.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
On play action now, Lawrence. That one connects. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
15 yards. That's another Cowboys first down.
Jency will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next.
And this is Cox. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cardinals nothing.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest. Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the hit helps set him out of bounds there after he picked up 7. Second and 3.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and
Going run again with McCaffrey. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down. Rush coming for Young. He's going to run for it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
the Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Arizona.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. A lot of space ahead. He's going to have this one down to the 28. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's first and 10 at the 28. They stick with McCaffrey, and his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Young working from the gun. This one quickly to Dell. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Trying to get it with the option. And they're turned away on third and short. Actually might have lost a yard. So that's going to bring up fourth down. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Fourth down, Young. And it's caught. He's got Lamb. Well, he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a first and goal.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and goal, Arizona.
Looking inside the red zone. Has it in close.
Young's pass. Complete.
Trying again from the 2. It's second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
McCaffrey. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. And we need 1 more yard on this opening drive. Here's third and goal.
1 yard on the play. It's now
Young's going to sneak it. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on fourth and goal.
no gain on the play. Brings up fourth and goal.
Fourth down, Young throwing. And he carries it in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
The Cardinals finish off their opening drive. It's a Bryce Young touchdown.
What an absolute bonus for this offensive coordinator when you've got a QB that can create. What a nightmare for a defense as they just get run on.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. The return starts at the 18. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Wrapped up that time by Jordan Birch.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
They go play action. Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Josh Oliver.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Third and 5.
Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. So first down from the 41.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, you love to see it, Brock. One of the big guys stealing an interception and then running with it for a while. Always a treat. Those are such fun plays.
Why do you love it? I love it. Everybody watching loves it. It's because those big guys don't get chances like this very often. They do so much of the dirty work, right? Right there at the line of scrimmage. And they'll get their hands up to knock balls down. But when the big old grizzly bear actually gets it in his hands and he gets to run, it is must-see TV.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Shotgun snap now to Young. This one's caught. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and goal, Arizona.
Young hangs on to it. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Cardinals take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Cowboys 7.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
Ashton Doolin now to return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond. Win for the Cowboys. And it could have gone either way down to the very end, but they were able to come up with the clutch plays to take the victory.